Hi guys! So in the last video, I had mentioned the temperature blanket that I was doing this year, and I wanted to just go over that briefly with you guys, how I'm doing it. I'm doing granny squares. I have it worked out on a spreadsheet as far as like how many granny squares I'll be doing. So I have it to where I have 56 weeks, and I'll have a copy of the spreadsheet that I'm using. So if you want to use it, you can. It's just very basic. I have months from January to December for this year, and the way the weeks work out are going to be not your typical 7 days. Like some weeks are going to have 3 days, some may have four. The majority do have seven. So we come out with 56 weeks, which works out really great because that will give us, or give me, a 7x8 layout with the squares. So that should be a good cozy size for wrapping up in. So I'm looking forward to the final product. But just to go over how I'm doing it, I'll have the spreadsheet provided below. And basically, when you look at it, you'll see the months, as I was saying, and then the months will be broken out into the different sets of weeks. And then for each line of that week, it's going to say, for example, January, the first week in January is January 1 through 3. So then I have my 3 sets of temperatures in there because it's only 3 days, right? And then I did an average. And with this on Google Docs or any Excel spreadsheet, just highlight the numbers that you want to average, and then it'll average it for you automatically. Just pop that little number into the very last column that is showing the average that we're looking at. And that's what I'm going with, is the average to set the color for that block for that week. So the first block for me is going to be 46 degrees. That's going to be the average for the week. It's the same the following week. Surprise, surprise. 46 degrees for the second week. And this past week was 52 degrees. So my little color key here will have, I picked my colors, by the way, will be this color here. This is the Himalayan salt, yarn ID Himalayan sea salt. And it is Hobby Lobby yarn. I think this is my first time really working with this yarn, but I like the way it's working up so far. So I'm pretty pleased with that. So yes, I did find all the colors that I have available to me because my Hobby Lobby didn't have the other color, which was a chocolate kind of color, kind of like a brown. So I was fine with not including that one to my colorways here. So I've gone with the Yarn ID Indigo, Soft Shell, Oats, Himalayan Sea Salt, Thistle, Bluestone, Soft Succulent, Rosewater, Fawn, and Bonnie Lass. This little color card, my husband made this for me. I then went ahead to write on the back the name of the yarn so I don't forget, because as I mentioned, and as you can see hopefully here, that the colors are very, very subtle and somewhat similar. So if you're not in the right light, you may pick up the wrong color. So that's why I made sure to write the names on the back here, which is a good idea for any project that you're doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm behind, obviously. I did this past week's square, and this was in the thistle color, which came out very nice and drapey, and I love it so much. And now I am going to be working on the last 2 weeks in the Himalayan salt, and I've started it here. Very beginnings of what the square is going to look like. I believe I'm doing 8 rounds to get to the size that I want. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and work these up. This square, and I'll probably just do the one square since they're both going to be the same. So I'll probably speed this up just till we get to the end, and then yeah, we'll go from there, and I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, by the way, this is the, it's like a solid granny square, so it doesn't have a lot of the holes like a lot of the typical granny squares do. And that's what I was looking for. Something that's cozy, gonna keep me warm, but maybe not too hot, you know? So, I can't wait. This will be my first big blanket like this where it's not just one continuous piece. And I'm gonna have to join these together in the end, which should be interesting. I've done small projects of joining things together, so I can't completely say that this is my very first time joining things together, but this size, yes. So it's a little intimidating for me, but I think it'll work out fine. So, how is everyone's week and going? Mine's been super busy, which is not a bad thing. I just a little bit more busier than I was expecting it to be. But that's okay because I got to spend time with my sister for a little bit. And yeah, so that was fun. Although I found ways to stay up past my bedtime. So I should be sleeping right now, I think. Because I stayed up super late. Like wee hours of the morning late. But yeah. And then we went to a card show today. And we had some really awesome food in Tacoma, right? It was called the Narrows what? Narrows, is that the right way to say it? Giro? Giro or Hero? Yeah, so that was really good. We were looking for Greek food. But this is more like, I think, Turkish? Greekish? Whatever it was amazing. If you're in Tacoma or visit Tacoma, definitely check that place out. It was amazing. Or I was really hungry, but I think it was amazing. So this is what a day looks like, right? A cozy day, crocheting away. Usually I'm not talking to myself though, or I'm not talking to you guys out there. I'm just sitting here quiet in my own head, which is nice. It's also nice to try to actually, I guess, get out the stuff that I'm saying out of my head, maybe. Sometimes. So this is a just pattern on repeat, basically adding, it's made out of double crochets, this pattern that I'm using here, and as it grows it increases by 4, so you know it's not hard, it's not you can't lose track. Well, I mean you could, but it's a lot harder to lose track when you're doing this pattern. This is a pattern you can do while you listen to a podcast or do a YouTube video. At least for me, I think otherwise I might be too distracted with the pattern to do anything else. But like I said, this one's like an easy repeat one, so you should be able to do a lot more things than you think. Unless you're like me and you're listening to a podcast that you like to follow where you like to take notes sometimes, then this wouldn't be good to do that with that while doing this. So with Joanne's no longer around, I've been using some of the Hobby Lobby yarn more, and this is one of them yarn I did, and I really like the way it feels. It's nice and soft. It's not like silky soft, but it has a nice softness to it. So I really like that, and it feels like it's going to be a nice warm blanket. It's not going to be like overly warm like a Bernat blanket or anything like that, but it's gonna have a nice warm feeling to it. And if anybody wants to do this pattern, I will link in the description below. I will put down there a good place where you can get a tutorial on how to do this pattern. And the cool thing about granny squares, you can make them as small or as large as you like, especially this pattern, and you can use any size hook. So if you remember with the last video, I made it with a size 5 hook and this very same yarn, but it turned out too rigid for me. It didn't have this kind of like drapiness like it does with the size 8 hook. So I went back to using a size 8 hook, and I really like that better. So I guess it just depends what you're looking for in your project. I was sitting here earlier working on the other square, and I was like, man, I better check to see, where I'm at with it, because I could just sit there and just keep going and going. It's like, I don't know if you do this, but when I'm working on something, I like to try to get the last stitch in or the last row in or whatever. And I was like, I better stop now and just double check. And I was on the last one. I would have kept going, and then I would have been at the last one that had to frog everything. And sometimes that's not fun. At least it was only one row though. So this is my relaxing time working on this blanket. I do have some things on the back of my mind in preparation for a possible upcoming market in April. Yeah. Try not to think about that too much right now when I'm working on this, but it's kind of hard. That one is the one in April, the show in April is actually a card show. We went to the card show today. I picked up a few cards, Pokemon cards. Yes, for myself. I also picked up, what did I pick up? they weren't cards. I guess it's part of a Japanese game, but the artwork on the piece is Pokemon related. So it's like artwork on there that has one of the Pokemon, and it's pretty cool. And the ones I got were actually rated. Those are my first rated cards. I haven't sent any cards in to get rated. We wanted to, we just haven't graded. Whatever. Graded. We haven't done that yet. It's a bit pricey. We got there to the card convention. Is that what it's called? We got there around 2:30, and before we knew it, it was closing time. We did not make every booth. We never do. At least we got 2 more tables this year than the previous years. It's crazy. So we live in the Pacific Northwest, and either it's like temperature changing, whatever, or it's me aging. It's probably both. My skin's been super dry, like my face, and I do like extra moisturizer, but I don't know. Maybe I need to find a different kind. I don't know. But like, I'm sitting here and I can feel my face is like tight or something. I don't know. Dry. I thought about getting my nails done at like the nail salon, but first I tried the fake nails, you know, the ones you buy at the store, you put them on yourself and they stick on or whatever. I don't know, they look super nice on people. My sister loves nails, but I can't wear them. They just annoy me. Like, I'm trying to like always make sure underneath my nails are clean. I never feel like I get them clean when there's another nail on top of my nail and I'm having to get into that nail and my nail. I don't know. Does that annoy anybody else, or is it just me? So, how many people have been to a concert? I've been to one concert that I really remember. Like, gosh, it had to have been in like the early 90s, maybe. Something like that. I was in high school. We were in Germany, and it was a New Kids on the Block concert. That was memorable. My mom took me, myself, and one of my friends to the concert, and we rode the train there, and it was a good time. So my daughter likes a K-pop band, which they're pretty good. I like them too. But we didn't, I guess, get on the bandwagon. We weren't stay at the moment. So they're the Stray Kids. They're a Korean K-pop band. And I don't remember, but it was probably during the summer of last year. When we started liking them or following the band. And they unfortunately for us, because we missed the concert, they were out here in May of last year. So we weren't able to see them in person, but we're hoping to one day. They are doing like how Taylor Swift and I believe some other people have done a concert where you go see the concert at the theater, you know, a concert that they've done in the past or whatever. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be in February. So that should be exciting. And we're gonna go to one of those theaters. I forget what it's called. 4D Max or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But like the seats apparently move, and they do like they can do like lights, I guess, like laser or whatever lights, and the fog and stuff like that. So it should be interesting. I've never been to anything like that before, so we'll see how that goes. So I was doing a little research, and I was seeing there's some different ways you can attach these granny squares. I think again it comes down to like personal preference. So I gotta play around with some and see which I prefer more. And I gotta pick out what color still I'm gonna use to join all these together. I haven't thought about that part yet. I mean, I thought about it, but not really, not too hard. I messed up here. I should have 2 in the corner, and I have 1 only. Okay, I have to frog it back. See, you can mess up. I think with updates for the temperature blanket will probably be only once a month, and probably towards the end of the month. I think would be a good time to give you an update, and hopefully by then I would have figured out which method I'm going to use to attach them and the color I'm going to attach them with. More to follow on that, but I think once a month this should be good enough. How cozy it is to crochet. It starts putting me to bed. Or it could be that I didn't go to bed till like 5:30 this morning and then woke up at 10 this morning. So we are on row 7. 1 more to go after this, and this will be done. Excuse me. I will probably do the next square tomorrow. I'll probably do it in the morning after coffee, while it's still quiet in the house. Quiet children-wise, not the animals. Right now it's a quiet time for the dogs. I have 2 of them put away. Our house is called the House of Doors and the House of Gates. We have doors because the house came with a lot of external doors and internal doors. And then it has gates because we have 3 large German Shepherds, one of which is a little nuts. He's very, what is the word, babe? He's hyper. He just has a lot of drive, yes. So we have a cat. We have one cat. We used to have more than one cat, but the last one we had passed away. It wasn't because of the dogs, but she passed away. So we have one lonely cat that we have to keep separated by a door. And so basically, she is on the other side of the house, just chilling out over there by herself most of the days. I brought her over today. So it's one of the dogs only is super crazy. However, I will never leave her alone with any of the dogs, really. Just because we know how they can be, especially if we're not around. But yeah, she got to hang out for a little bit, which I know she really enjoyed. But I had to bring in a crazy boy and from going to the potty, and she had to go back on the other side. There's always a lot of excitement or something going on when you have pets and kids. Pets are basically like kids. Where's your favorite spot to crochet at? At your house? In your car? The mouse? For me, really, anywhere quiet is good, especially if I need to count. So you can tell how many rows you've done by simply counting the big spaces here. So we're on the 8th row. Once we get to where we started off, that will be the end of this square. And then I can move on to the next one. Like I said, I'll be doing that one tomorrow. After coffee. So who got a lot of snow this season? We're still waiting. Well, I'm still waiting for snow. There's not a lot of people who want to hear about snow over here. I think there's more not for the snow than there are for the snow where I live. I'd love to be snowed in for like 3 days. What's wrong with that? The place I lived at in Georgia even got snow this year. Like the kind of snow that like stuck to the ground. May not be like inches and inches of snow, but it's still stuck to the ground. We did get a snow dusting, I guess you can call it, but it wasn't like a dusting that like stuck for any period of time. Basically, it hit the ground and it melted. It was pretty coming down though. It was those super big flakes, like you can really see them. Isn't it so cute to hear your pet or your baby sleeping and dreaming? So cute. Except for when they're crying in their sleep. You love it when they're having a good dream. They're like running in their sleep and trying to get something. Especially when they get older. Like my girl. She's not that old. She's 5, right? She's gonna be 5 next month. She'll be 5 years old. Oh my gosh. Alright, I am down to the last couple stitches. And then I can cut to fasten off. And yeah. And then tomorrow I can do the last one and be cut up for January. This is what we have right here. I really like this pattern. It's very simple, but I think too, like if you lay it on a blanket, you can see some different color behind it. So that'd be nice too. So yeah, I really like the way it turned out. That's square 2 down of 3 that I have to make. So here's 2. I got 1 more and I'll be cut up for January. And then I will catch you guys up at the end of every month and see what things are looking like. I will probably, I think the best thing I'll probably do is start putting them together once I get, what is it, the 5 or the 8 that I have. And once I get 8, I'll start putting them together as I go. And probably start next month. So the next time I'll have the method I'm going to be using to join these squares together and the color that I picked out, and possibly have some put together. So yeah. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping in. Bye.